The whole of my family disowned me for 15 years. 15 years. My name is Ali. I'm 51 years old. I was born and raised in Southern California, and we live here in Oklahoma City right now. And I was raised an evangelical Christian for the first 19 years of my life. I became a Muslim 32 years ago in 1991. I called my father and I told him that I had become a Muslim. And my father, remember, he's super Christian. He said, "You did what?" And I said, "I have become Muslim." "You worship the moon god?" And No, I don't worship a moon god or the moon, or I worship one God, the God of Jesus, the God of Moses and Abraham. And he said, "No, you don't. No, listen, you're on this Islam." And he said an explicitive, and he told me, "You've been an ultimatum." He said, "Look, you know your six-figure income, your six-figure inheritance, that's going to be gone. The things that you're going to inherit after me, gone." The amount that I was set to inherit was $600,000. And that was back in the early 90s. My family is in the petroleum industry, so very well off. And I said, "You're going to disown me?" He said, "After today, if you insist upon this Islam religion, you are dead to me. All your inheritance gone." And he said, "Son, don't test me. I will go to my lawyer tomorrow and have him change the will, and you will be completely penniless. You will have no income whatsoever, nothing from me. You will be dead to me, dead to your brothers and your sister. You're done. So choose the words that you say very carefully. Now, will you leave Islam or will you stay in this fake religion?" And I said, "Before I answer, Dad, let me tell you something. I will obey you in everything except this one thing." And he said, "Why?" "Before you're dead to me, explain to me why." And I said, "Dad, I have to make my own decision. There's something more than a six-figure inheritance. There's something more than inheriting property. There's something more after this life. And I don't care about this life. So when it comes to matters of salvation, you can keep your money. Give it to my brothers, my sister, give it to charity, I don't care. I have to insist that I become a Muslim and remain a Muslim." And here I am, 32 years later, a Muslim, alhamdulillah. So after that, I got a letter in the mail. 2 weeks later, he had done exactly that. He had gone to his lawyer. I don't care if it was $600 million. Look, you and I are going to be put in a grave, and we're going to be in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one, the irresistible. And we're going to be, questioned about what we did in life.
And what about the relationship with your father? How did he start talking to you after 15 years?
I don't even know if we still talk. It's hard to answer this question when people ask me. We talk, but there's nothing there. My family just doesn't want to see me. Alhamdulillah. The Sahabas, they went through the same thing. That's fine. It's rough. It's hard. It would be better. It would be more nice if I could have my family, especially, financial difficulties that I've had in the past. It would have been nice, but it's also nicer to depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the 2 billion people that I call my brothers and sisters in Islam.
After seeing your story and your posts on TikTok, has anyone been inspired and became Muslim?
Many people. On TikTok, I've brought 6 people to Islam. One of those 6 people brought 125 people to Islam. His name is Rob, and he took a shahada. Interesting story about him. I was doing a live stream on TikTok, doing just what we were talking about. And my brother Rob, and this is why I kind of want to talk about this. This is why it's so important how you act with people. He came on my live stream as a non-Muslim, and the first words out of his mouth is, "I've been watching you." And this is even on my YouTube channel, you can watch it. First words out of his mouth, "I've been watching you." What did I tell you, brothers and sisters? Everybody is watching you, right? What I didn't know is that my brother Rob, that came by chance, not by chance, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was meant to be, was going to kill himself the same night. As per his own story, he made a video as well, gonna kill himself. And he just went on the dawah mission and brought 125 people to Islam in the period of 6 months.
If you were given a chance to pray that it would be accepted, what would you pray for?
A prayer that I do almost every single day. Oh Allah, give victory to the Palestinian people. Oh Allah, let us come together on ilm al-nafi', beneficial knowledge.
Have you seen Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in your dream?
Twice.
Really?
Alhamdulillah. And in my dream, I was walking on the sand in a windy path with rock all above me. And I looked to my knee level and I saw a footprint And I said, how strange that there's a footprint in the stone. And I said out loud in the dream, who put this here? Whose footprint is there? And I heard a voice behind me say, this is the footprint of your father, Abraham. And I said, my father's name is not Abraham. He said, the prophet Abraham. And I turned around and subhanAllah, there he was, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And right before I got to him, I wanted to fall on my knees and hug him, but the dream ended. So I woke up from that dream longing to see him again in my dream. And many years later I did. And I was in the desert and I saw in the distance, he took my hand and he said, I want you to meet other people. And he sat down and I sat down right next to him and then he said, now look, here is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. And he said, and over here is Umar ibn al-Khattab, and this is Uthman bin Affan, and this is Ali bin Abi Talib. And they all love you. And I just thought in the dream, why do they love me? I'm nobody. Why do they love me? But alhamdulillah, that was one of the best dreams that I've had in my life. I love you, Rasulullah. I love you.